Hello, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. I'm Chris, thanks for tuning in. In this video, I'm talking about some stunning fragrances that give me vacation vibes. And I'm not just talking about any old vacation. I'm talking about tropical paradise dream vacations. You know, the sort that you would choose to wear a shirt you would never ever wear at any other point in your life? Yep, those vacations. In my mind, there are two types of vacations, and by the way, I'm saying vacation because if I say holiday, most of my American audience will assume I'm talking about Christmas. So let's just go with vacation. There are two types. You've got your standard sunny holiday, maybe you're on the Med, maybe you're in Italy, maybe you're wearing citrusy fragrances, but there's another type. There's that tropical paradise dream holiday. Holidays that maybe you'll never go on, but you can dream of what you might smell like if you did go on one of those holidays. We're talking about cocktails, coconuts, palm trees, white sandy beaches, crystal clear blue waters, paradise. The fragrances I'm about to talk about could be worn in these paradise locations, but they could be worn generally anytime in the summer or anytime when you want to have those tropical paradise vacation vibes. I've mentioned paradise quite a few times so far. Good luck if you're playing that drinking game. So let's start with a fragrance that is called Paradise, or has paradise in the name. From Jean-Paul Gaultier, it's Leau Paradise Garden. This is a beautiful, refreshing fragrance. It's got aquatic, sea salty vibes. There's mint, there's ginger, coconut. Not only is there fig covering this guy's bits, but there's also fig in the scent. Fig is a big part of this fragrance and I love it. I love a good fig note. This is a rounded, juicy, succulent fig. It gives an exotic feel, but the masterstroke of it is that it combines salt with the fig. So we get watery, aquatic, salty sea notes, this rounded, juicy, gorgeous fig, the refreshing qualities of the mint, and this is a fragrance that really does smell like paradise. I was very pleasantly surprised when I smelled this fragrance because whilst the other two Leaux were nice, they weren't anything to shout about, particularly to me. They didn't excite me that much. They seemed to struggle with a little bit of a lack of identity, but I think they found the identity with this fragrance. This is a coconut scent, as are the other Leaux, and coconut is a note that should be combined with these refreshing, summery, vacation, paradise style smells. They got it so right with this fragrance. Not only is it one of my favorite summer fragrances, this is one of my all-time favorite Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrances, including any of the Le Males. The coconut, the fig, the sea salt, the marine aquatic accords, mwah! Chef's kiss for Leau Paradise Garden. And I know all you dirty-minded people are wondering what the fig leaf is covering. I wondered the same thing myself, but let me tell you, it's stuck down, not going anywhere. You cannot have a peek. You can't win them all. If anyone was under the illusion that fresh fragrances can't be strong, well, this fragrance disproves that theory because it is a super strong, tropical freshie from Memoirs of a Perfume Collector. It's Tales from Zanzibar. Lime, mint, mandarin, pink pepper, guava, cassis, coconut, musk, ambergris, and oud. This definitely has some firepower, and my opinion is that that firepower is coming from a DNA that resembles Baccarat Rouge 540. It doesn't smell exactly like Baccarat Rouge 540, but I feel like it uses a similar base. So it's quite thick and dense, a little bit creamy, very musky, but they build on top of that. All the other parts of this fragrance seem to be built on this strong base. It's a pretty fruity, tropical smelling fragrance. There's some cassis, so we get a bit of a black currant vibe. There's a general fruitiness, but what I think are prominent fruits in this is guava. So it gives you this fruity energy drink kind of smell, which only serves to intensify and strengthen the fragrance even more. Bit of Baccarat Rouge, tropical smelling fruits, energy drink guava. Tales from Zanzibar is a very memorable fragrance. It's exotic, it's strong, it's beautiful. It really whisks you away to some tropical paradise. This one's also a pretty strong, fresher fragrance. You tend to find that with these tropical scents because the nature of tropical notes are that they've got this thickness, this density to them. I certainly get that with Curacal Bay from Jacques Fat. It's got tangerine, orange, lemon, salty sea notes, frangipani, black currant, and musks. Oh, this is a sexy fragrance. Honestly, there's something about it. It's really sensual. I love wearing this, but if a woman walked past me wearing this, it would turn my head. It's got invigorating, bright, refreshing citruses, but I think what's giving this the exotic feel is frangipani, which is a floral note that provides a tropical fruitiness. What it also also seems to be providing is this suntan lotion sort of smell. There's coconut as well in here, so that's probably adding to that. So you get suntan lotion vibes. There's a real solar feel to the scent. You get the tropical fruits, but you get this marine sea saltiness. Salt is such a great note combined with these tropical fruity notes. By the way, coconut is not officially listed in this fragrance, but I'm definitely picking up on some tropical coconut. It's strong, it's sexy. The color of the fragrance just makes you think of crystal clear blue waters in paradise. This fragrance has a lot going for it. It is a real paradise banger.
If you love fragrance as much as I do, head over to my online store luxparfum.co.uk. You'll find my favourite brands plus brands you can't find anywhere else in the UK. Link is in the description.
This fragrance makes me think that I'm on a beach, obviously in paradise, take another drink, and I'm having a party. It's maybe the evening time, it's all going off, perhaps there's a fire on the beach, there's a cocktail bar behind me, I'm leathered. I mean, does it get any better than that? This fragrance makes me think of all that. It takes me right there to that beach. Zahara off Coco Loco. Clementine, pineapple, pear, cardamom, coconut, jasmine, neroli, vanilla, musks, heliotrope, and benzoin. The reason this makes me think of a party on a beach is because it's lively, it's fun, it's bright, it's energetic. Kind of fizzes and pops, but there's also this smoother, sensual undertone, a very musky fragrance. That all kind of makes sense because Zahara say this fragrance was inspired by the Carnival of Rio de Janeiro, so it is full of colour, full of energy. So let's just imagine you've been in that carnival, the very next day, you want to chill out, you find some white, sandy paradise beach in Brazil with the mountains behind you. I'm going Loco for Coco Loco. Paradise vacay vibes in a bottle. This one is perhaps the juiciest of all of them. This is a realistic, freshly squeezed lime, and boy is it good. Creed's Virgin Island Water. Invigorating citrus, coconut, ginger, ylang ylang, musks, sugar, and white rum. Every time I talk about this fragrance, I always say the same thing, and I'm gonna say it again because this is where it transports me. I am on a white sandy beach with those clear blue waters, right next to a palm tree. There's a pile of coconuts next to me in the sand. I can smell my coconutty sun lotion. I am chill, I am relaxed. Everything is right with the world. For half an hour at least, because unfortunately, it's not the longest lasting fragrance. This is maybe one that you would want to spray on every couple of hours. So longevity, definitely not its strong point, but I don't think we can have a fragrance that smells this good and have it last longer. If you rejig the pyramid, if you change the formula to make it last longer, you would lose the sparkle, you'd lose the magic. This is just one of those fragrances that we have to accept. It doesn't last very long, but when it's here, it smells incredible. I know there's a bit of a problem with that because of the price of Creed fragrances. Why would you spend all that money for something that is so short-lived? And that's a good question. I didn't pay retail, I got it discounted. It was still expensive, but whenever I wear this, I'm not thinking about the money. I'm just thinking about that place in the white sand by the palm tree. I'm right there thinking what I spent on this fragrance is way cheaper than that plane ticket would have cost. Now, if you want Virgin Island water on steroids, you won't go far wrong with Ozone from Aaron Terence Hughes. It has, of course, ozonic notes. There's also lime, coconut, peppermint, cappuccino, ambergris, and driftwood. The intention of this fragrance was not to copy and make a stronger version of Virgin Island water because you don't get that. Yes, you can see that maybe there's hints of similarities, that maybe it was inspired, perhaps it was a starting point, but this smells pretty different. It's much stronger for a start. It's got some firepower in the base. You've got some of that trademark Aaron Terence Hughes, strong, playful, mischievous naughtiness. You get the invigorating, refreshing components, the ozonic, salty sea air, and the juicy lime. You get some exotic paradise from the coconut. This is definitely less subtle than Virgin Island water, but because of that, you get performance. This is a really well-performing scent. This transports me to that same beach that I'm sat next to the palm tree with the coconuts with Virgin Island water, but the sun has gone down, the music has started, the festivities have begun. The coconut is no longer next to me in the sun because I'm drinking an alcoholic beverage from it. I'm partying, I'm having a good time, I'm in paradise. I love all these fragrances, whether you want to be transported there in your mind or whether you're going to these sorts of places and you want to wear these fragrances, they're going to work for either. Mind, paradise, or real paradise, these fragrances got you covered. What are your favourite refreshing summer fragrances that transport you to paradise? Let me know in the comments. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you do all that, maybe I'll see you on a white sandy beach somewhere. Thanks for watching.